awesome.
Coming to you live on your channel. Oh, yeah. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Fighting for evil, good as done. I cleared my throat halfway through that one. It's time for the Goin Deep Show. Welcome to the program. Red Eye, what's up?
Just sipping some beer.
Sipping, slipping.
Tripping.
Doing our thing. To reach us, studio at Goin Deep Show is our email. Fire me a message. Fire us a message. Ask Red Eye all sorts of dirty things.
Yes,
she
please.
will answer you. She's down for the answers.
Just the answers.
In this episode of the program, we're going to talk about tattoos. We're going to talk about former people that we have hung out with that have come back into our lives. Things that, you know, relationships. I think we've determined this whole show is about is just fucking relationships, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
So this past weekend, I went to a concert in Grand Rapids with Erasure.
Oh.
Do you know Erasures?
Yes.
Erasures, we call her that because she has these nips. She's got these nips. They're like erasures. They're so perfect. They're not perfect little erasure nips. I'm surprised they're not pierced, to be honest with you. When you have those nips, do you want to wreck those nips? Are they sensitive?
That part, they get sensitive. I've had mine pierced twice.
Does it stop the sensitivity, or does it?
Yes, and like I always have the mindset, and now it's confirmed after my adventure with Blue Steel that when someone has a piercing on a body part and you put said body part in your mouth, it just tastes like house keys. So we're all set on piercing.
We're gonna suck on some house keys tonight, everybody. Has that turned you on? What if we're into house keys? See, this is what's your kink?
Keys.
Sucking on fucking house keys.
Keys of the house key kind.
Can you put that in your Bumble profile?
I like house keys.
House keys sucking. So,
maybe not Bumble, but Fet Life. Have you ever heard of Fet Life?
Yes. Fet Life was a site that years ago, and I'm throwing it way back now. Okay, there is a woman who started listening to this podcast when she was way too young to listen to this podcast. She was from St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
Her name was Jess. And the way she discovered the podcast was she was in school.
Okay.
And her teacher said, "Hey guys, we're doing a class project. We gotta do some research on podcasts."
Oh my. No.
So her research made her somehow, she just stumbled upon the Goin Deep Show and gets a hold of us. And she's this beautiful, blonde, gorgeous person who I need to get a hold of. She's been on the show since.
Okay.
The last time she was on the show was 2017, maybe 2018. Very, very curvaceous, beautiful, tattooed. She's like a hairdresser down in St. Louis. I feel bad that I haven't kept in touch with her. I think she got married within the last few years.
Sign to reach out.
This is a good sign.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fet Life.
She told us about Fet Life. She's like, you need to get an account on Fet Life, and then
it's a lot of fun.
She was the one that was the influence to get into Fet Life. So how long have you known about Fet Life, and what is describe to everybody what it is?
Wow. Fet Life is a website where you create a profile and you can find individuals who share similar or the same kinks as you. It's kind of like a dirty friend finder.
I love that you found this because I don't know how many times I have gone in there to check when there are events that are nearby. Have you ever been to any of these events?
No.
I've always checked when they are, and I've always wanted to go, but I've never gone to one.
We're going to go to one.
We need to go to one. We need to get a couple of other people who are like-minded like us. You know what
We're open. Actually, a good friend of mine met her fiance on Fet Life.
Yeah.
And
I love this idea. This is a great, great thing. In fact, the fact that you brought this back up, it has like sparked just this reminder in me. You see the glow in my eyes. I love it.
Baby.
Yes, thank you.
That glow.
For Fet Life. Not Fat Life, everybody.
No.
Okay.
No, Fet.
That's a different.
E as in
website.
Edward, T as in Tom. Life.
It's a different website. Fat Life.
I almost want to check and see if that.
Fat Life goes to the Weight Watchers website.
We're gonna look right now.
Okay, so how do we get onto that? I was going to bring up past relationships, and not even past relationships. I went to a concert this weekend. I brought it up at the beginning. I get back into town, and I'm with Erasures.
It's for sale.
Fat Life is like F-A-T or P-H-A-T?
No, F-A-T.
Fat Life? Oh, that's all we need. This is a fucking fetish site for fatties. Right?
I love it here.
Listen, come on now. Those people need love too.
Yes, everybody needs love. All right.
Just gotta pay for it.
Hey, man.
Okay, so here's the deal. I get back into town. Somebody who I haven't talked to in probably at least a month or two.
Okay.
But we've gone. Her and I have gone for years not communicating. I think the last time I had a really long conversation or interacted with this individual was way more than that. 8 years. Okay.
Okay.
Probably 2015, 16, around that time. So you're talking, a decent amount of time. She comes back around and gets a hold of me, and she's this beautiful blonde. She's gorgeous. She's just super. She's got a good energy about her.
We like that.
When we first met, there were some sparks, and I immediately was just like, yeah, I want to hang out with this person. I like being around her. It was a very, very positive energy that I felt when I was around her. It made me feel good. You know how those people are. We feel that. I feel this about you. And when I see you, I'm like, in fact, when we go anywhere, we're like, where do you want to go? I'm like, let's go to Mully's and
go
fucking
visit.
hang out, And that energy is it's great. You need that. You need those in your life. You need those people like that. So when I didn't have her contacting me, it felt like something was missing, So her getting a hold of me, I make it a priority because I know that I won't see her for a couple of years.
Right.
Maybe I won't hear from her again. And she's having some issues with her boyfriend, previous issues with other things, and I try. If there's one thing that I do try to be is somebody who is open. You want to talk about some shit? Let's go talk about some shit. You come in here if you want to talk about shit, or if you want to keep it private, let's just go somewhere else and talk about shit.
You're very good about that.
I love going and talking to people and living life.
The person that they can talk to.
And I think that's really what life's about. You don't get to experience every part of life, but when you can have other people that you can kind of attempt to relate to and figure out or visualize and experience what they're experiencing through just by paying attention to what they're telling you. That's
beautiful.
You can't consume every part of life, but what you can do is have other. I hate to even call them. They're not minions. They're just other people that are bringing what they have experienced into your life, and then you can either say, "Okay, that's a good thing. I want to veer towards this," or "This is a terrible thing, and I don't want to veer towards that." It's almost like these life lessons get brought to you by the people and the interchanges you have with these people. So she's going through some shit,
Did you just unlock one of the life secrets?
I may have.
You cracked the code. Kid. Okay, carry on. Now,
I'm going to undermine everything I just said because this woman is very attractive. She's very gorgeous, and I was very sexually attracted to her, and she's still just an amazing person. She's great. But things didn't line up. Timing wasn't right. There were a lot of other extenuating circumstances, and she's been with somebody for the last number of years. But the interesting part about this is, and I've had this happen with multiple other individuals in my life, what the laws of attraction. The laws of attraction. Have you heard of the laws of attraction? Okay. I think that shit is true. I really do. And here's a few examples of it. And this has to do with just my name alone. I have multiple females who are either exes or other individuals that I hang out with that have significant others named the same name as me.
That's different.
100%. They have the same
Is it weird?
names. No, but I think it's when you when you realize that kind of thing happens, and it's quite obvious when someone is thinking about you. And this female brought it up to me exactly and here's how she did it. She told me when we were having drinks the other night, just a couple days ago, that she has a tattoo on her body of the name.
Oh.
So I'm going to bring up this. I actually have photos right here that I'm going to show Red Eye of this person. And you may know, you may not know. Does this person look familiar to you?
No.
So I'm going to kick full screen here. And I'm going to fire through a few photos. Okay. This is us from the other night.
I like the picture.
And she's got these crazy wavy curly hairs. Okay, now watch this. Ready? Okay.
Okay.
What are you seeing there? Describe what you are seeing in this picture.
I'm seeing boobies. I'm seeing a lot of tattoos. I'm seeing a tattoo of her name and a tattoo of your name. That's different.
So as she shows this to me, she tells me she's with this guy who's one of the biggest compliments that I could have ever gotten in my life was when she said that she thought of me when she got that tattoo on her titty.
Oh, for sure. That's hot.
I was like, that is the fucking great. And yeah, I was like, so just like completely just like that.
Did it make your heart pitter patter?
Yeah.
Did it make your dick tingle?
A little bit.
Good.
Little dicky tingle wingles.
I like that.
I know. Am I right? Look at this thing.
That's hot.
I know it. Look at that.
I like that.
I was thinking the same damn thing. I thought it was fucking great, right?
Not that one. Yes. Her smile's beautiful.
So right along her bra line is straight up my name. Right on the ding thing. I thought that was fucking great. I loved it.
I need to meet her.
Every second of that thing.
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous. I love her. She's awesome. She's an amazing human being. Every time I'm hanging out with her, she's fucking outstanding.
Look at your smile.
So it was great to see her. And again, what's going on here?
Oh no!
All right, there we go. Now we're good. That was Marty McFly hooking up to the fucking amplifier at the beginning of Back to the Future right there.
I've never seen that movie. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love that movie. That's one of my favorites.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're just not just saying that?
Oh,
just because I was my reaction.
No, I can. Oh dear. One of my spawns is named after a character in Back to the Future.
Really? Mm-hmm. I love this. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, what? Who is it? What's the name?
Do you know when Marty goes back in time and his mother assumes his name is Calvin because Calvin Klein on the underwear?
Yes.
That's how my son got his name. Dead serious.
Are you serious?
Not Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin from Back to the Future.
No shit.
All the shit.
All right. Now that we're revealing names, do you know how my kid got her? My youngest got her name.
No, but you're going to tell me now.
I've said this on the podcast before, and she, to this day, she knows it, and she gives me shit from time to time about it. I went to the bathroom one time, right?
Oh no!
And this is back in the Maxim magazine days. Okay. So I had a stack of Maxim magazines in the bathroom, and it was the Maxim Hot 100. Okay. My kid's gonna kill me. Adriana Lima was in there. I see the name. I love the name. It was great. Adriana Lima is fucking beautiful. I walk out. I say it to my ex, and bam! I say it out loud, and boom. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So my kid's named after a supermodel, Victoria's Secret model. Yeah. Your kid's named after fucking underwear. Your kid's named after underwear.
Hey, he owns it.
From the best movie ever.
Of it. He's proud.
It's fine. Mm-hmm. Calvin. Not this Calvin?
Not that Calvin on your wall. No.
This Calvin is the greatest Calvin.
He does love those comics. He's always loved those comics.
Oh, yeah.
Those are classic.
You know the story behind that. Don't you?
You're going to tell me.
I used to have a T-shirt with that on it when I was like 18, 19 years old. When I first started working at the newspaper, there was this softball tournament that used to run up in Traverse City. I went up to Traverse City, went to the mall. This image was on a T-shirt at like Spencer's or one of these T-shirt shops, right? I needed to have this because this exemplifies everything. This is me all the way. And I got the shirt, wore the shirt like crazy. And I went to a softball tournament in 1997, okay, in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Got fucking blitzed, drunk.
Shocker.
Had a threesome with these two girls on the night that Princess Diana died. I have this shirt. So I get back. I puke all over this fucking shirt.
Oh,
okay?
poor shirt.
I get back to Bay City with the shirt. I stuck it in like a Ziploc bag or some shit. I needed this shirt. It's my favorite shirt. I was living in a shitty little house over on the other side of town. And I kept the puke shirt outside. Well, when I moved, I just fucking forgot. I left the fucking shirt. I left my favorite fucking shirt with Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes on the shirt.
And puke.
So years and years go by. I'm like always, I'm thinking about this shirt. I love this fucking shirt. It's like my favorite t-shirt of all time. It's fucking great. So I'm digging for this shirt. I go to the local library. I get the essential Calvin and Hobbes. Every single comic strip of Calvin and Hobbes. I spend 5-6 days turning every single page to find the exact image of it. I find it. It was like one of those moments. It's like, oh,
for sure.
I get it. And then I scan it into the computer at the highest resolution I can get, and I trace every perfect little, exactly to the exact inking spots that it is. Every little perfect thing. I have the vectorized version of it. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. So this canvas here, I was on an adventure to get an ice cream cone at McDonald's over on Washington's Avenue here in Bay City.
Okay.
I'm driving through the back roads, and this canvas is laying face down in a yard. So I drive by, and I'm like, that's a big-ass canvas.
So you rescued it.
I rescued it. On the front of this canvas, before I put this Calvin on here, naked man with his dong hanging out. Naked dude standing with his diggity dong hanging out.
In someone's yard.
It was face down.
Okay, so
But the story was, I couldn't fit this in the car. So we had to put it on the roof of the car. So we are eating ice cream cones with our arms outside of the fucking cars, driving this not even Calvin was on it, naked dude on top of my car. We're driving down like Madison, like whatever avenues where Washington School is right there. And we're just sitting there in our brain going like, can you imagine Google Earth right now just taking a picture of us driving around with this fucking naked dude on top of the car? So I get the canvas here, I cover it over with white paint, and I use a projector, project the Calvin onto the thing.
And there it is.
And there it is, this fucking beautiful.
It's you.
Calvin and Hobbes.
It's you.
Isn't that fucking great?
Do you remember our last episode when we talked about the cliffhanger?
Oh, yeah, let's get to that. How much time we got here?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, it looks like our music is so fucking crazy and stuff, so we can go as long as you fucking want. We are 20 minutes in. We're 20 minutes in. We're good. We got
a couple minutes.
Uh-huh.
So Darth Vader, he had asked me about the podcast. And I said, oh, it's just a local podcast. It's just pure fuckery. And he's like, well, what is it called? So obviously I'm like, I'm not going to see this fucking clown again.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him the name. And he says, I fucking listen to the podcast.
Shut the fuck up.
I said, prove it. He said, the host is the kid. There was no way he could have like looked at his phone stealthily. He knew. And I was just like,
how the fuck did he? Dude, I run into that shit all the time. Like, how
it was wild.
But then here's the thing. Then I look at the numbers.
They match up.
Everything, yeah. There's a lot more people here that listen to it than I can fucking imagine.
There's a tiny bit more of the cliffhanger too, but not with Darth Vader. Do you remember our kink episode?
Yeah, blood and wee.
Yeah, the wee wizard.
Do we have it? Is that his name? He's the Wizard of Oz.
He's the Wizard of Piss.
He's
the one that pissed my bed too.
So it seems like a running thing.
He likes piss.
You know what's funny? Not to derail you on this.
I like disrail better.
I was talking at the damn bowling tonight about such a thing, and this one girl was just like, she didn't even bat an eye. I was like,
it's becoming like a...
Mine smells like bread.
Okay, Pillsbury Doughboy.
Doughboy. The Doughboy.
He texted me, he said, so I listened to the episode, and I'm like, which one? And he's like, the kink one. And I'm like, oh. And he said, you're not afraid of talking about taboo stuff? And I said, in all honesty, no.
No, I think it's like, very express. I love that. I love it.
I love the fact that we're putting it out in the open so people don't feel odd, weird, crazy, freaky about what turns them on.
No, I agree. I agree. I cannot agree with you more. I cannot agree with you more.
For it. We are a vessel of kink.
In fact, it's made me think to myself, okay, have I like just cornered myself into this, what I do like, and have I not ventured out of even further outside of the fringes of things? There's some things I'm comfortable with, other things I'm not comfortable with.
And that's fine.
There was a woman that I was talking to last spring where she wanted me to start getting into rope play with her.
Okay.
Tying her up and doing a lot of, a ton of like rope stuff. And it crossed my mind, but it also seemed like a whole damn chore. Like I don't want it.
Yes.
It seemed fun at first, and then she started talking and showing what she was talking about, and she got way too serious about it. I want things more spontaneous.
Yes. Okay. I agree with you 178%. It's great to talk about, but when the kink consumes everything, it's no longer fun.
Yeah.
No.
Especially if you get to the point where that's all you can do to get you off. You have to do that thing.
I don't want it.
I want a mix of stuff. I want almost like a Wheel of Fortune spin wheel.
I was just thinking about a little spin wheel. Yes. Oh, it landed on butt sex. We're doing butt sex tonight.
It's time for the Twizzler. Do you know what the Twizzler is?
No, what is it?
I'll show you Twizzler later. No, it's a maneuver I developed.
Wait, has it been done to me?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember if we may have been really drunk at the time. Yeah, I have Twizzlered some people. I think Erasure, I Twizzlered her. I don't know. I don't think I've Twizzlered you before. I'll describe it later, and you can tell me like, I remember that.
Just use your best words. But I just love the fact that we're not afraid to talk about anything.
No, I think that's the best way to go.
Mm-hmm. We're a good time.
I like when people are scared of us almost to hang out with us because they're afraid to say stuff in front of us. Because it might get brought up and things like that. But at the same time, their fear when they come in. I've had people who don't want to come in because like, I can't come in there on that. And then they come in and they don't want to leave. I've had people where they come in and they're like, that was great. I want to do more.
It's fun. It's liberating.
It's great stuff.
It's better than therapy. Oh, it's that time.
Well, I mean, I hit the button. We're we're about 25 minutes in.
Oh.
This is audio. This audio bed's bored. Do you want to, you know why I do this? For those new listeners out there, this is my version of how Cheers ended back in the 80s.
I never watched that show.
Yeah, I'll show you the ending in Cheers episodes, but this is pretty much the same thing. So. If you have some kinks, do your thing, whatever, man. Other people shouldn't judge you just because you got some things you like to do. Just fucking do that shit, okay?
Let your fucking freak flag fly.
Get your titties tattooed with my name on it. That's your thing.
Yes.
What'd you think? What do you think of that?
I think it's hot as fuck. Mm-hmm. I want to see it in person.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get her in. She's mentioned coming on the podcast before. She's got lots of stories and stuff.
It's a scary concept at first, though. It took me forever to come in here. Yeah,
it is at first, but it goes away real quick. Once you're comfortable, it becomes your space. It really does.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. I'm Kid. This is Goin Deep Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for all the Marty McFly moments that we had there in that one with all the technical difficulties and me getting all reminiscent about my Calvin t-shirt that I puked all over. That's how we do it here. It's whatever pops into our brain. We say it, and it's good.
Yes.
It's all about capturing life. Do you have any final words for everybody?
I think we said it. Don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly.
No, do not be afraid, everybody. Okay, don't be afraid. Get your titty tats done. Okay, we'll see you soon. Till the next one.